Hey guys, today we are reacting to a video by Doucette. Let's just get into it.
She did 5 minutes of cardio and said she felt like vomiting because, oh my God, I had sugar for breakfast. I had a French toast. Coach Greg, and today I'm going to be talking about Olivia D'Andrea. She recently posted a video that essentially has gone viral, nearly 1 million views in a day. It's titled, How I Lost 32 Pounds of Fat and 10 Inches Off My Waist, Glow Up Diary Season 2, Episode 2. Before going over the video, I'm going to comment on the timeline where she writes about what has happened. I did in-person training sessions with Steve and failed because I couldn't get my act together. So she hired a trainer named Steve and she was doing in-person like one-on-one training sessions with him and failed, couldn't get her act together. Now listen, just because you hire a trainer doesn't mean it's going to work. You need to enjoy what you're doing. And no two people are going to enjoy the exact same workout. In fact, some people will never like lifting weights. They never will. The gym is not for them.
It's all about finding something you enjoy doing, and if you don't enjoy going to the gym, find something else like tennis or running or hiking. It could be anything.
Some people will never like running. Some won't like cycling. I just so happen to love bike riding and love lifting weights. So those are two sports that I enjoy doing. When I was younger, I competed in triathlons. That was fun for me. So I was highly motivated to do that. If you don't like lifting weights, you can hire every personal trainer in the world. You're not going to like weights. If you don't like fish and you eat fish, you're not going to like it. You're not going to stick to it. You need to find the exercise that you enjoy in order to stick to it for the rest of your life. Yes, working with a trainer is extremely motivational, but if you don't want it for yourself, you will never get it. You can't just do an exercise because somebody's screaming at you. You could hire me and I could say, go harder than freaking last time. Give me 5 more reps. I could scream at you all day long. Maybe it works for a week, maybe a month, maybe a year, but not forever. You need to like to do it for yourself. When I'm racing on my bicycle in the basement by myself, looking at a freaking computer screen with an avatar racing against other people, I'm doing it because I like it. I love it. It's so fun. I can go so freaking hard to chase down that other rider, try to beat them in the sprint. It works for me. Find the exercise that you enjoy. Maybe you have dogs and animals and you can take them for a walk. Maybe you like bird watching. Go for a hike in the woods. Go watch the birds. Maybe you like swimming. Find something you like. Golfing's a great sport. Basketball, do something active. Be active, but make sure you like it. And someone standing there screaming at you, you think it's going to work. It might work at the start, but it's not going to make you stick to that exercise for the rest of your life. Nobody is going to come and save you. You need to save yourself. And I never gave up. Nobody is going to do your exercise for you. No one can do it for you. It's not like if you have no money, somebody can give you money and you're good. Your parents could bail you out. You can't get bailed out for your health. You need to take charge of your own life and do it for you, not for someone else. You need to save yourself. You need to try harder than last time. It's not about being perfect. It's about doing the best that you can do.
Oh my, I'm sorry. It's so hard to even see myself in this state because I look this heavy.
Okay, honestly, I don't even remember everything I ate today, but from what I remember, it didn't add up to a lot of calories, so I'm fine. I'm gonna eat this, not the entire thing, don't worry. I'm gonna eat like a quarter of it, and then I'm gonna work out a little more because I feel like it. The thing is with eating, it's like once you start, you want to keep eating, if that makes sense. Like it's hard to just cut it off. Like I want to eat something else. I think I'm gonna eat more of that noodle Yeah.
Once you start eating, it's hard to stop. I 100% believe that. The hardest part of dieting is putting the fork down.
Oh, I feel so bad.
If you're still hungry and it tastes good, you're going to want to keep eating. The trick really is to eat low-calorie dense foods that are filling so that you can eat a lot. You heard her, she's going to eat a quarter of that Halo Top ice cream. That might be hard to stop. I know I've had Halo Top ice cream, and before I know it, the entire container's gone, and I've watched Allie do it many times, and guess what? I don't buy Halo Top ice cream anymore. I buy the actual bars, the individual serving sizes that are about 80 calories. Portion control. Because once you start eating, it's hard to put the spoon down in this case. If you buy ice cream bars, you take one out of the fridge and you go for a walk, you go for a drive, and you eat the bar.
But honestly, if you are on a journey or you're just trying to lose weight or want to eat more healthy, don't have these trigger foods at home, because of course you're not just gonna eat the half of it. You're gonna eat the whole bucket, so don't buy it, because out of sight, out of mind, don't buy it.
It's so much easier because you only have one. If you take out the container and the container's there, why would you stop? You like it so much, it's going to be too hard to stop. That is one of the biggest issues. But instead of that, if, for example, you eat protein ice cream like from my cookbook, you know, the one you can hold over your head, you can eat the whole thing. And you actually are full and you don't want to eat.
If you eat his ice cream, you are not only full, you're also most likely going to be bloated, because it's a lot of food in one sitting.
Anymore. So a lot of the people that are struggling with weight loss, like she is, they're hungry and they want to keep eating. And that is the challenge that people have. They need to eat filling foods that taste good.
Like, I don't want to go in, and then after all that work we did, I'm like, oh, sorry, I ate like 5 cookies, so like no progress. Or no, okay, no. We're gonna cut that out.
吃点饭吧。哦，不要饭。
I can't eat simple carbs like white rice.
哦，真的。
Yeah.
那你每天吃什么？
Cauliflower rice. The waitress just said she's gonna bring bread out. Okay, now I'm understanding why this is a little difficult.
I'm not sure what Steve would say about these crispy wonton things. I feel like it tastes better with the crispy wontons.
Honestly, we're a bit tempting. The bread was a bit tempting, but I turned it all down.
How's the pizza, Mom?
Good. I'm not usually a fan of pizza, but like, I just want something, Dad.
So the problem is, you can see she's still hungry. She's tempted by even pizza, which she doesn't like. Opposite Allie. Allie could be full and she wants more pizza. But she's tempted by anything because she's hungry. She needs to eat more filling foods.
I really want some Ruffles. Jojo, will you come downstairs with me to the Market Cafe?
No, you don't need anything.
She's saying she can't eat simple carbs like from rice and so on. Well, the reason for that is it's not filling enough, okay? It's not.
You can eat simple carbs, and you can also eat potatoes and other stuff. And it also can be filling. You should eat your carbs with protein, and also if you want it to be more filling, you could add greens. If you're thinking about eating food all the time, I would say you aren't doing enough. You aren't moving around and being active. If you are more active, you will be more likely to not sit around and eat and not think so much about food. Yeah.
Not low-calorie dense foods. It's too much calories for a small amount. When you're eating rice and you're trying to lose weight, a little bit of rice, like a handful, has too many calories. Instead of rice, for example, you can have a massive bowl of popcorn. By eating lower calorie dense foods that don't have as many calories, you can eat more of it. It actually takes you...
If you want to eat more rice, move more.
Longer to eat, and in case you didn't know this, it takes time for the brain to recognize that your stomach is full. So if you eat really quickly, your body doesn't have the time to understand that it's full. Signals are sent to the brain saying, stop eating, you're full. But if you race through food, or if you eat high calorie dense foods like peanuts and candies, you eat so much, a full bag in 5 minutes, your brain doesn't even know how many calories you had. But if you take longer to eat, like when you're eating a massive salad or a big bowl of popcorn, protein ice cream, or a huge wrap, your brain has the time to understand that the stomach's full.
Oh, truth is, guys, I messed up on Turkey Day. Let's talk about what I ate. So, the huge Thanksgiving food, pumpkin pie, I may or may not have had like 3 slices, bark thins, almost the whole bag, and some Ruffles, and a slice of pizza. This is an absolute disaster. You know, Steve says cheat meal. I had a cheat day. I don't know, it's all my fault though, and I feel so guilty. Like, I don't know what Steve's gonna say.
So she's feeling guilty because she's having a cheat day. It's Thanksgiving. She basically had an entire cheat day, not just a cheat meal. She's eating highly palatable foods that are high in calories, which swallow. Like, think of it, chips. Think of how many calories are in chips. Couple of handfuls of chips, it goes such a long way. Versus had she have had popcorn. Now listen, these slip ups, so to speak, they're gonna happen all the time when you're hungry. But if you're full, you're not gonna be tempted to eat so much.
Also, it's okay to have one day where you slip up, because the next day you're just gonna continue to try to better yourself, because this will not happen overnight and you will not become a master in being healthy and being active overnight. It's gonna take time. Sometimes it's gonna take years.
Just think of this. If you just ate a massive meal and you're full, are you now craving a bunch of food, or are you full? Imagine always being full. Imagine how much lower the obesity rates would be if people could be always full or satisfied while eating fewer calories. It's calories in, calories out.
Also, it's okay to be hungry. You don't have to be satisfied or full all the time. It's just not normal, I would say. It's healthy to feel that you're alive. You also get tested mentally by being a little bit hungry throughout the day. Remember, it's not dangerous to feel hungry. It's a normal thing. It's okay.
If you're overweight, you're eating too many calories. If you're overweight or obese, chances are your genetics had a huge component. Your body is sending you signals to eat, and society is bombarding you with commercials saying, eat this, eat that, chips, let's get together, it's your birthday, let's eat cake, let's drink a lot of alcohol.
That is true. For someone who likes to be social, this can be a problem, because, as I would call it, it's kind of being a people pleaser, where you are going out, hanging out with friends because you want to, but also you feel like you have to eat the same as they do and drink alcohol all the time. But I promise you, you don't have to. You can also have a good time not eating the same foods and not drinking.
Let's celebrate with food. How can we expect our society to not be overweight when all we're doing is bombarding people with commercials to tell them to essentially be overweight? Then the next commercial after that is try to lose the weight.
Cheat day? I feel so terrible. Like, literally 1 week in, I'm already like cheating like the entire day, like that following.
If you're already cheating on your diet after a week, your diet sucks. You need to make changes. There is no way you can rely on willpower to help you lose weight. You need to do something about it. You need a better diet. You need to be full and satisfied. If the diet you're following is not a diet you can follow for life, don't do the freaking diet. Your motivation will go down, and as you lose more weight, it's only going to get harder. The more weight you lose, the more ghrelin is going to come punching you in the face. It's a hunger hormone. It makes you want to eat more than last time. So as you get skinnier, you're going to get hungrier. And unless you can get over that by eating low-calorie dense foods, foods that you enjoy, that are satisfying, the diet will not work. It will not last.
I would say eat more and move more, because if you move more, you can eat more, and also you need more calories to fuel your body. I don't agree with eating anabolic as they say, all the time, because you are just giving empty foods to your stomach, and I don't think it's healthy for your body to process that much food in one sitting. Our body is like a machine, and it's hard for the body to process this much at one time. It doesn't matter if it's healthy or not. Also, a lot of the cookbook things have a lot of chemicals or just unnatural stuff to put in the foods, like xanthan gum and sweetener, and I just don't think it's healthy for the body to be processing all these chemicals. Not because you will get cancer or stuff, I just don't think it's good for your gut health to be eating all these crazy things. Also not healthy to just stuff your stomach with one bag of spinach because you need to feel full.
If you're a young person, maybe you're only 20 or younger, you don't know. You want to stop it now. Because trust me, when you're 40 or 50, it's not going to get any better. 95% of people who lose weight regain the weight. You got about a 1 in 20 chance of being successful. You're only going to be successful if you find the right diet that works for you, and a diet that makes you starving and craving other foods and not satisfied.
I think most people who regains the weight is because they are told to eat only 1200 calories per day, be active, and it's really not a lot of calories. You need to fuel your body with more food, not empty calorie food, but eat balanced meals throughout the day. People gain the weight back because they are looking for a quick fix. They have been eating no food, so they have lost weight very quickly. These people are of course more likely to gain the weight back instead of people taking 1 to 2 years losing the weight they have gained, because those people are more likely to keep the weight off.
It's not going to work ever. Never. It'll never work. You think you're that one person that just can eat crap and food that you don't like for the rest of your life and be hungry and starving? Nope. I'm an IFBB professional bodybuilder. I got more willpower than 99.9% of the world. I couldn't do it. I can't eat freaking chicken, broccoli, and rice. Can't do it. That's why I changed the foods to be delicious foods that taste good, that make me filling, because I was sick and freaking tired of being hungry all the time. Sick of it, hate it, don't want to do it. So I don't do it. And does it look like it's not working? I'm 45 years old and no longer have any issues with food whatsoever. No problems. You think I didn't have problems when I was young, like all these young people today? Of course I did. Lose the weight, binge, gain the weight, binge eat, diet, crash diet. I did it all. No more. So if you're young, you need to listen to older people who have been there, done that. I've been there and done that. Do not go on these freaking diets just to lose weight because you saw a picture on Instagram and think you need to look like that. You do not. Okay? Halfway to your dream body. You got a dream physique, close your eyes, oh, it's a dream physique, I want to look like Chris Bumstead. Sorry, not going to look like Chris Bumstead. Halfway there is enough. Just do a little bit better. Lose a little bit of weight, sure, but not so much that you're starving. Follow the diet that makes sense for you.
And that's why it's good to eat a little bit below your maintenance so you don't go overboard with not eating food. Yeah, it will take time losing the weight, but it's time well spent because you will keep the weight off.
You need to enjoy your diet.
I stopped my cardio 5 minutes in because I felt so freaking sick. Technically before I had some sugar for breakfast. I had French toast. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna vomit. Eating again.
She did 5 minutes of cardio and says she felt like vomiting because, oh my God, I had sugar for breakfast. I had a French toast. She never had my freaking anabolic French toast, that's for sure. You don't need to put a bunch of sugar in your breakfast in order to make it taste good. Anabolic French toast. Listen, why are you eating sugar? Sugar has a lot of calories. If you're trying to be in a calorie deficit, get rid of the sugar. You can replace sugar with sugar substitutes. Unless it's from fruit and vegetables. Don't get pedantic on me. Don't cut out all foods with sugar. If it's just pure sugar, like sugar you put in your coffee or in your cereal or just any random amounts of sugar, get rid of it. I don't even own sugar in my pantry. No sugar in the house. I never use it. I use sugar substitutes. It tastes almost as good and it doesn't have all the calories. Calories in, calories out. So she could have had the same breakfast, literally. Arguably, it would have tasted even better had she made the French toast from my freaking cookbook, maybe one of the 10 recipes of French toast, so many different recipes. She could have ate that without all the sugar for less calories, ate more of it because the sugar's gone. She could have replaced it with more French toast, been full and satisfied, not hungry, went and did her cardio and felt good the entire time. And then had French toast again if she wanted, or any other of the delicious foods. Filling foods that would have made her not feel like crap, felt good, and full and satisfied. Do you see why the diet works? Do you see why this girl, if she were to eat the correct foods, she could lose some of the weight and keep it off? Notice I didn't say all of it. Notice I didn't say achieve her perfect body. I said lose some of the weight, a realistic amount so that she's healthy. It's not about being perfect, it's about being healthy.
If it's about being healthy, then don't buy his cookbook because it's not healthy. I don't think so. With all the substitutes and sweeteners, and again, I just don't think it's good for your gut health to be eating those stuff, those kind of chemicals or foods. So the camera just died on me and I can't remember where I left off. Yeah, there's a lot of different opinions about eating anabolic, losing weight and all that stuff. You know what? It all comes down to you. You have to figure out what food you like, your body like. You have to figure it out because everyone are different. Everyone's body needs different stuff. You know what? It's also mindset. If you think about food all the time, maybe you should try to change your mindset. I know it's easier said than done, but over time you can totally do it. I have done so myself. Label food as fuel instead of something you just want to eat, because it makes it easier to choose what meals you're going to prepare for yourself if you think of food as fuel instead of giving it emotions. I have Greg's cookbook. I have tried some of the recipes myself. It's delicious, of course, but my stomach just cannot take it. Not for every meal, at least. You know, maybe one meal a day I can do anabolic, but otherwise I have no problem with chicken or rice or anything else. I train a lot, so I can eat a lot of food, I will say. If you want to try his cookbook, you can, but he talks a lot about being healthy, how much he is thinking about his health, but I honestly do not think that using this many chemicals in your diet is good for you. I think you can use regular sugar in your food. You just don't use as much, just be a little more active so you can eat a little more food. Otherwise, Greg has a lot of good information on his channel, so you should definitely check him out. But remember, always be critical on what people tell you. That was it for today's video. I will see you in the next one.